opened up the world, using his body to create the sun, the moon, the stars, the mountains, and plants. And the last breath of spiritual energy that Pangu exhaled remained in the world. The spiritual energy gave birth to a muse, who was Nvwa. Nvwa was beautiful in appearance and had a human snake tail. Nvwa wandered between heaven and earth in her spare time. Although the mountains were full of flying insects, birds, and beasts, she always felt very lonely. Nvwa walked to the river and saw the fish playing in the water. So she told them that she was depressed, but the fish couldn't understand her words. So she thought, how nice it would be if someone could talk and play like her. Nvwa slid along the river, looked down and saw her beautiful shadow, and was immediately happy. She decided to use the soft mud in the riverbed to pinch the clay figurines, according to her own shape and appearance. Nvwa was ingenious and quickly pinched a lot of clay figurines. She leaned down to take a look and found that all the mud figurines fell to the ground and could not stand up. What happened? It turned out that the snake tail pinched from the soil could not stand. After thinking for a while, Nvwa decided to change the mudman's snake tail into 2 feet according to the appearance of her hands. According to the appearance of her hands. At this time, the clay figures all stood up. They looked similar to Nvwa, but their feet replaced the snake tails. Looking at these clay figures, Nvwa was very happy. She blew a mouthful of immortal energy, and the clay figures moved. They jumped and spoke kindly. Nvwa called them people. After thanking Nvwa for giving them life, the people jumped and left. But not long after, they all ran back and asked Nvwa dejectedly, "Where should we go?" Nvwa laughed and said, "Don't be afraid. What you have to do now is to build your own residence, that is, home." Nvwa led the people to an open field and asked them to look for wood to build a thatched hut, and then found a lot of hay to spread inside and let them sleep on it. The people learned quickly. Not only did they learn to build a thatched hut, but they also learned to find a cave, clear out the rubble, and let themselves live in it. Nvwa also taught them to look for food after the sun rose and go home to rest after the sun went down. One day, Nvwa walked to a place and found it strange to see everyone lying motionless on the ground. After careful observation, she found that these people were all created in the first place, and now they're all white and dead. Nvwa was very sad and thought, these people were created by my hard work, but now they are aging and dying. What should I do? At this time, Nvwa saw that the 2 rabbits were reproducing and suddenly had a flash of inspiration. Yes, why can't I let people reproduce like animals? So Nvwa made 2 clay figures again. She injected masculinity into one clay figure with her left hand and femininity into the other with her right hand, and then placed the 2 in the thatched hut. After a while, Nvwa looked for them again and found that there were many grass huts next to the 2 people, with men, women, and children living in them. Nvwa was overjoyed, and it seemed that she had succeeded this time. She wanted to create more men and women and started to pinch the clay figurines. After a long time, Nvwa was too tired to pinch, thinking that it was too slow to pinch. At this time, a clear wind blew Nvwa's long hair. Nvwa Yixi cut off a section of her long hair, put it in the mud, and then threw it out with force. And suddenly many clay figures landed. In this way, Nvwa created people all over the earth. From then on, human beings slowly multiplied, until today. In order to thank Nvwa for giving life, humans built the Holy Mother Nvwa Temple for worship.